Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Michelle back at it again. You know what time it is. If you're new to this channel, please do press the subscribe button and the post notification bell if you may. And if you're an old subscriber and you're part of the community already, thank you and welcome back to our channel. Today I want to rather react to a thread on X. How did you know you were not going to marry the guy you were dating? Or how did you know you're not going to marry the guy you're with? So obviously before I react to the ones I took note of and I decided to react to, I might as well tell you guys my own, right? For me, I think it was when I realized that I was always going to be compared to someone else or some other people. Guys, okay. Hi, bo. It can never be me, okay? Like, excuse you, a homie, like, hello. I cannot be compared to anyone. That is like a taboo. If you know anything about me, you know that is a taboo, okay? You cannot. So yeah, I just figured I was always going to be compared to someone else or some other people. I said, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And then also sometimes it's just when you realize that you're never going to be really, I think it still goes back to the other point. You're never really going to be enough for this person. And also they're never going to change for you. They're never going to act right for you. No, which is a matter against to make things work. Let's see. Yeah. But what will not do you? People don't want to act right. And I think most of the time it's not because I used to make excuses for people, or maybe they just don't know how to navigate this part of a relationship, or oh maybe let me try this, will get there, until I realize okay, we are not making excuses for people anymore, guys. Who they show us is who they are. We're not going to try and steer the boat anywhere anymore. We're not steering it anyway. But when you see someone not making an effort to right their wrongs and also make an effort to steer the relationship into the right direction, maybe I'm not the one. So let me just mind my business. Anywho, let's get right into the video. Timbono, let's see the taboo, indespicable things, sorry, that are happening out there, because people are going through a lot. People are actually going through a lot. So the first one says he asks me to get down from the car and open the gate for him when I was sick, literally shaking and can barely walk. He sat in the car and watched me struggle to push and pull the gate. He drove past me, smiling, and said, "See, I knew you could do it." Hot tears dropped from my eyes. His excuses were always, "I bought the fuel with my money and drove us, so it's your job to open the gate." All right. So, as someone who stays somewhere where we actually have to open the gate manually, we do it all the time, right? And but when you're not feeling well is the problem. I will definitely open the gate every other day when I'm hale and hearty, but for me to also open the gate for you when I'm shaking is rather crazy. It's crazy, and you're saying you bought the fuel. Okay, so if I buy the fuel, you open. I don't know. Either way, it's just not making sense. Okay, it does not make any sense. That is just cruelty, and obviously, again, goes back to what I was saying. Some people, you're just not the one. If you see people acting like this, you're just not the one, because someone you actually love and care about, you'd never do that to them. You'd feel for them. You have to be able to put yourself in their shoes and actually feel for them. She was hey. Anyway, next one says he said I should work and his own sister is working back to back. Now with this one, I won't call it indespicable or anything crazy. The reason why I decided to react to this particular one is because of my opinion in general about men asking you not to work. Personally, I think a man who asks you to stop working or to not work in a marriage or a relationship just wants to incapacitate you. You can't tell me anything else. They want you to be at their beck and call. They want you to be at their mercy. Because guys, when you not get shishi, who are you? You are a nobody. You are a nobody. And imagine having to ask him for money for everything. I guys, they just want you to become I don't want to use the word slave, it's not really, but they just want you to be at their mercy. Because that's when you realize, even when the relationship becomes abusive, which is the case most of the time, you can't even leave because you have no savings, you have nothing, you don't even have a job to say, okay, I'll start afresh, at least I have a job, I'll start from somewhere, I can rent a room, I can. You can't. That's when you hear people saying, I can't leave because I have nothing. Where will I start from? Because that's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to incapacitate you. They wanted you to be crippled in that relationship, to cripple you financially so that you become a nobody and you can't leave them no matter what they do to you. A man asking you to stop working is the beginning of abuse, if you ask me. Clear your eye, open your eye, shine your eye. Now, so it is start from clap to dance. Yes. From clap, now so you decide to take dance. You understand? Anyway, that's just my opinion. Some people, I get it, they'll give you soft life, they'll give you, what do they even call it, a kept wife. You will be a kept wife, kept girlfriend. Good for you, good for you, you and your Jesus, you know your sins. But for me personally, it's a red sign, it's a red flag, in fact it's a red banner, it's a whole billboard, a red billboard. I can't do it. I cannot risk my life. I beg, I can't. And I have so much to say on this topic, but we'll end there for today. If you guys want us to go deeper into it, we'll do another video. The next one says, the moment I knew he can go a month or more without speaking to me whenever he's angry. Like the guy can keep malice a lot. You can't even touch him when he's angry. Yeah, this one now. People will keep malice. Guys, malice is a red flag. Silent treatment is abuse. Yes, it's emotional abuse. Anyone who gives you the silent treatment is abusing you. Because why are you keeping quiet? We are two adults. Why can't you open your mouth? Say, Madam, I don't like what you do. Madam, I do not like this one. Please, let's try do this one. Let's fix things. You can't open your mouth. You can't express yourself. What is silent treatment? What is that? It's childish, it's abusive behavior. Open your mouth if you have a problem. Say something. Anyway, really, you can't just not talk to people. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You can't just not talk to people and decide when you want to come back. If you do that to me when you come back, I'm also starting my own. Anywho, when you now want to talk me, I don't want to talk anymore. Let's continue. Since you want to be a mad person, let's all be mad, rather. You know. Anyway, next one, my own was when he told me that I'm his number one girl. The others don't stand a chance. Which others? Who is others? Who are those ones? This is what we're talking about. These are the issues. What do you mean the others don't stand a chance? So which means we are many. Legion. We are many. We are a lot. Guys, I don't think there's much to say on this one. Walk away. Obviously, you're not the only one. And why would you want to be the number one girl when you can be the only girl? Okay. Yo. Hiya. Next one. He embarrassed me in the presence of his driver. His solution was that anytime he lashes out at me in front of any of his workers, he would fire the person so they won't have the mind to disrespect me. I just dusted my slippers and I ran. So you can disrespect me, but everybody else can't. Like, make it make sense. I'm not asking for respect from your workers. I'm not. In fact, that is the least of my problems. If you, my person, my personal person, cannot respect me, Otilo, it is gone. What are we doing? What's the point of the relationship? We are the two people in the relationship. The respect should be mutual between us. Let's even leave the workers out of it. Which one is you fire your workers so they will not disrespect me? This is just nonsense and ingredients, really. No, man. You can't just be yelling. First of all, you can't yell at me. Let me speak for myself. I'm not a children, okay? I'm not a child. Like I said, open your mouth. Let's talk like adults. Which one is shouting again? The day he warned me not to say a word when he's the day he warned me not to say a word when he's talking in public, only when he asks me to talk before I can. Do I have to say anything? Do I really have to say anything? No, not in this context, but I'm saying reacting to this, do I have to say anything? What do you mean I cannot talk until you talk? Ah, leave me, oh. Just they go, very fair. This one says he left his things in a guest house to avoid paying and had the nerve to tell me to go there and settle the bill for him so I can get his clothes or personal effects back. I found that dishonest and irresponsible. Sister, not be only dishonest and irresponsible. Which one is I should go and pay the bill? I was not even aware he visited my city, which means he was in her city, still probably did not see her, and stayed in that guest house. Probably came to see another person. Yes, I stopped picking his calls, and for 2 years he kept trying with different numbers till he gave up. What are you trying? What are you trying? I mean, so I should go and pay your bill so I take yourself. This is when you know, guys. This is when you know you're not the one. In fact, that's when you just know you are just a side bag or something. I don't know what to call it at this point, but that's just nonsense. That's the bottom line. This man is a bag of nonsense. Don't know, man. This one says his younger sister said she does not like me because I don't buy her stuff like his ex-girlfriend used to. And I was only a student and I was supposed to use my allowance to buy gifts. Is that what you're trying to say? Later, he said I should give him my school fees so that he can start a business, a poultry business. So, not only your sister, you too. Is it like a family affair? Like, are you just a family of? Okay, let me not curse people's families. Let me not offend anyone. But honestly, you cannot be a family of people who do not think straight, people who don't think right. First of all, your sister wants gifts. But what now? Probably his ex-girlfriend was just trying to buy love, of which me, I cannot buy anybody's love. And you now want me to use. It's one thing for me to give you money to sponsor your business if we're in love or in a relationship, but not when I'm a student and you're advising me to use my school fees. Anyway, to my girls out there, anyone who tells you to use your school fees to do any other nonsense, run. Um, this one said the day he pulled his top during an argument and said, "Let's fight men to men," facing me and bouncing like someone wants to fight boxing. So I can only imagine. So he was jumping around and saying, fight me, man." What else do we have to say? Obviously, he's an abuser, and obviously, she had to run. You can't live with an abuser. When he shows you the signs, run for your life. He said, "I can never marry a woman who earns more than me." Again, what else can we say? We cannot be dealing with people who are insecure. Okay, what if we get married and I'm earning less than you, then eventually I start earning more than you? What are you going to do? Choke yourself? Strangle yourself? What are you going to do? Kill yourself? Oh, mama. Now you know. And this one says, I hadn't even agreed to date this guy when he was fighting a conductor, throwing blow, as in he was literally trying to fight them because of 200 naira. I was telling him to stop and he was still not listening. He basically just wanted to continue fighting. Yeah, I think for my Zimbabwean community to relate, imagine you are in a combi and then your boyfriend is fighting someone to the point of Torwana's bakera because of 50 cents. Madu. I know life is difficult, guys, and we all would want our change back because obviously it can even sponsor your trip back home. But anyway, I'll come and tell you guys my story about change. In fact, let me tell you guys after this one in another video. He said he does not like girls and he doesn't want a girl child, that he can't treat a girl child well because he loves boys more than girls. That stress a lot. Out of the door, nothing else to say. He said if I give birth to a girl first, I won't be welcomed into the family. No, don't welcome me at all. Before I even have the girl child, please don't welcome me. In fact, let's stop here and now. Don't welcome me. Imagine. How is that my problem that you were spitting X chromosomes? You're giving them out. How's that my problem? How's that my problem that you is full of X chromosomes? Is that my problem? That's not my problem. Which one is I won't be welcomed into the family? If they not born your mama, you be there. If they did not give birth to your mother, which was a girl, will you be there? Ah, some of people, it's like you don't get sense. What do you mean you don't like girl child? If all the women, if people stop giving birth to women, who give birth to the men? Abi, we should just all go in extinct. That's what you want. In other words, let's all go extinct now. Let's be all non-existent. What is wrong with some of you? The day he removed his slippers and attempted to slap me with it. Again, please, when you see the signs, run. He told me he had 75 sexual partners. I blocked him before we could even go on the first date. You know what? I feel like a lot of men think body count does not matter for them. but they want a tear rubber woman. They want a woman that they will unwrap like a gift. Now you know you cannot have 75 partners, 75 sexual partners, and you want tear rubber, or you want someone with like one or two. Espe, you are what? Oh, yeah, the price. I almost forgot. Now you know. Now you know. Me too. I'll carry my slippers and run. I cannot, please. In fact, don't even have three or two or one.
Sorry guys, my microphone actually switched off. It powered off midway because it doesn't have battery anymore. All these things that you need to charge. Anyway, I was saying he said his wife must have a separate room when she gives birth to avoid disturbance. So I'm trying to assume that he's saying he does not want to be disturbed by the babies crying, waking up in the night. Sir, Mr. Oga, actually we're going to be having a roster. We're going to be doing duties. You wake up today, I wake up tomorrow. You wake up for 2 hours, I wake up for also 2 hours. That's how we're going to do it. Because this baby is as a result of your disturbance. Was it not you that was disturbing us before we produced this one? You understand? Please, the baby is as a result of your disturbance, my disturbance, everybody's disturbance. So this baby will be our disturbance. Thank you. And then the last one is I was looking after my dad due to his health, and Oga blatantly said to leave my dad and focus fully on him because he's my future and my dad is my past. Jaw dropping stuff. Tino Kachka This is Kachka Madzering stuff. My father is my past and you're my future. Oh, well, you're correct. Because you're my future past. My future ex. My future, you don't exist. Because what is this nonsense? That is blatant nonsense. Like, that is rubbish. I don't have anything to say except that it is rubbish, actually. Anyway, I'd forgotten to tell you guys another one of my silly stories. I can't be with someone who has a rampant surname. You know those surnames, especially in the Zim community. I won't mention them lest I actually offend anyone. But you know those surnames that are so rampant, like you may not even be related, but so many people have that surname. I can't have it. I don't want to be my that or my Mrs. that. I don't know. I'm just petty about it, man. I'm just petty about it. But it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate your presence on this channel and coming this far because I do understand the video may be a bit long. But thank you so much for sticking around. Please do leave a subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you have, leave a like and a comment. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys on the next one. Mwah. Remain bold and beautiful.